Hey everybody, this is the February CAC sub part 2. This is going to focus almost entirely, no, actually entirely on half dollars, Walking Liberty half dollars, and Franklin halves. And the third video will be the dollars and other miscellaneous. So to start us off is this 1939 half in PCGS 66. If we get this in focus, alright. So it's got strong luster, it's well struck, but it's a P mint, so that's kind of common. You see some ticks here, some high point friction on the hip, but not really so much on the leg. We flip it over, more good luster a little there. High point friction like this is somewhat acceptable in 66 walkers. It comes from them being stacked in rolls, so they all sit on top of each other, and you get a little friction on the high points where they actually rub up against one another. This particular coin, I do not think this one will sticker at 66. It's a nice coin, but it's just not an A or B coin for the grade. Now we start with some rattlers. This is a 41 and 64. This came from the same auction as that quarter in the past video, the Hours and Rays quarter. So this one is, upside down. It rattled out of place. For 64, this is an exceptionally nice 64. I think this is a shot gold sticker. It's got a good strike, fantastic luster. A couple contact marks right there, but you just saw that 66 at the same exact thing. No real, detractions. The high point friction is there, same as the other one now. This is easily a 65 by today's standards, I think. Probably a high M5, in my opinion. So I think this one's a shot gold sticker. We'll find out what happens. That's a very nice clean for the grade. Next up is a batch of Rattler Walkers that all came from one collection. They're actually kind of cool because there's a lot of consecutive serial numbers. So pay attention to the serial numbers on this batch. This is the first one here. It's 75, 48, 75. It was great on this one. 64, yeah. So this one should sticker. This is actually looks like maybe a shot gold. I don't know. There's a little chatter on the sun there. That's a point they often look at. The two major focal points are here, and here are three focal points. So on the obverse. So that's really where you want to be looking. Like hits on the skirt will not tend to blend a little bit. So they're not so worried about that kind of stuff as much as those being focal areas I described. For 64, this is pretty nice. Well, it's sticker. I think this is a green sticker, and I think this is also a shot gold. I don't want to say it's a lock gold. You'll never hear me call a coin a lock gold sticker, just because of how tough they are to get. Now, there's a lot of these rattlers, so I'm going to go through them pretty fast. 42 and 65. This one I think is probably a green sticker at best. It's got a lot of chatter in the field right there, as well as a little bit on the sun. And it's got a lot of stacking friction on the leg. You can see it on the chest as well, the eagle right there. The coolest thing about these slabs is the serial numbers and them all being pretty consecutive. You don't really see that too much anymore. 65 here. Yeah, there's a hit on the sun, but real clean there. And, a lot of stacking friction on this one. This one, I'm not sure. If this one doesn't sticker, it's going to be because of that stacking friction. That's what I'll say. I wouldn't sticker that one, personally. There's another 42, this one's 64. The stacking friction on this one is pretty substantial. Let me see if I get a better look at it, like right there, maybe? Yeah, cool. So, yeah, this one, I think that's accurately graded for a 4, so I could green sticker that. This is a 65, 42 and 65. Cleaner fields. The same issue with the stacking friction running from the hip down the leg. The sun's a little cleaner in this one. It's got some haze on the reverse, so that haze, I will say, that's going to be why it doesn't sticker right there. So no sticker on that one. It's just my guesses. I don't handle a ton of walkers, so excuse me. This will be a learning situation for both me and you, hopefully. Again, stacking friction, chatter on the sun. 64, yeah. I was gonna say, I hope this isn't a 5. So yeah, this one, I think this one will sticker at 4. Next up is 42 and 66. Now, 6, you see how it has this like boomerang kind of look in that field there? That kind of luster, that boomerang luster, that's really what you want to see on 66s. 67, 68, you need to have that kind of luster. You're not going to get a gem grade without it. Some hits around the rays of the sun here, a little chatter on the sun. More stacking friction on the hip. Some high point friction on the boob. Maybe I'm nitpicking here, but you know, I'm gonna say this one doesn't sticker because that's stacking friction. This is the lowest graded one of the batch. It's a 43 and 63. You know, looks kind of like a 64 obverse, and then on the reverse there's this weird touch of toning right here. I'm guessing that's why it 3'd. Yeah, this is probably a 4 by today's standards, but it just lacks that zest that you want to see to get a gold CAC sticker. I mean, I could be wrong, but to me, it just doesn't have that pizzazz that I want to see with a gold stickered coin, even for a 3. More Rattler Walkers, 43 and 65. Serial numbers, keep paying attention to those. Stacking friction, chatter. I do not think this one will sticker at 65. The reverse is nice. The obverse just has a little too much baggage, even with a good luster. Another 43 and 65. You can see stacking friction. Like, best way to show that would be for me to pull it back a little bit from the light and angle it right there. And you can see this big dark swath running from the hand, or just below the hand, on the hip, all the way down the leg. That's just kind of a killer. You know, it's 65. This coin will never make gem. You know, I haven't sent enough walkers in to really see how he treats stacking friction like that, but my gut tells me this won't sticker with the extensive stacking friction this has. You can even see it on the reverse here, running on the eagle there. But we'll see. We'll see. Another 43 and 65. Focus, focus, focus. Alright. So you can see there's some chatter in the field, not a ton. I think this one stickers at 65. It's got strong full luster, it's well struck, just a little bit of chatter. Accurately graded. Another 65, 43. Scratches out on the plastic. Yeah, it's on the plastic. So it's got this big hit right here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like little dots. Same stacking friction as the rest of these have. A little bit of chatter on the sun. I think those hits on the obverse are probably going to keep this thing from stickering. Right there, those hits. So no sticker on that one. 45 and 64. Again, stacking friction for days on this whole batch. Must have been the way they were stored together. What's the grade on this one? 64? Yeah, so this with the chatter there. 64 looks like an accurate grade. Yeah, that's a stacking friction. See, you can accept that on a 4, not really on a 5. It's got some unusual like spot right there. I don't know what that is. It's just maybe just an artifact of the lighting. Yeah, yeah. So this one should sticker at 4, I would think. 45 and 64 again. This one, same issues, stacking friction, a little bit of chatter. I would green sticker this one too. All depends on how they see that stacking friction. If that's considered something, they'll bring it down to a 3 in CAC standards or not. You know, another 45 at 64. This one I'm going to say does sticker. It's got a little less stacking friction than the others. Even with that like haze on the back. Yeah, that'll probably still sticker. That's fine. Then we have a little bit different here. We have an Iowa on 65. This is, you know, I'm not really a classic Cameo guy, but this seems to have like a decent amount of chatter for a 5. I don't know. Good luster. It's well struck. I mean, it's nice for what it is, but I wouldn't call it like an A or a B coin. Maybe it's like a mid-range, mid-grade for a 65. So I'm going to guess this one does not sticker. But what do I know? Like I said, I'm not a classic commemorative guy. Another 65. This one's got a spot right there, which I think pretty much immediately rules it out of getting a CAC sticker. So, just my opinion, this one will not sticker. On to the Franklins. There's less Franklins than Rattlers. First one's a 54 and 66. This is just a cheap eBay pickup. And a fatty holder. It's a gold foil fatty. I'm sorry, it's not gold foil. It's a hologram. Um, so it's not really a pretty coin. You tilt into the light. You can see it's got some rustic toning. Russet, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of hazy, not the nicest proof, and the reverse is just straight up fugly. The main reason why I'm putting this in there is to set my friends' queens up. So start with a bad one and then give them a bunch of nice ones to look at. So this one I do not think will sticker. Let me get into the nicer, more expensive queens. A 56 and 68 white ultra cam. So the W designation is something they use for a short period of time. Some people collect these specifically. It just denotes that the queen is white. They would have a T for toned. So this was white when it's slabbed. It's still white today. Nice queen. The slabs on all these Franklins I'm going to show you are pretty beat up, which makes it tough for you to get a good look at them. But this one has some non-struck out plancha flaws right there on the cheek. So I do not think this will sticker, and I think that's why. I just don't think that's acceptable on a 68, especially not one, that fancy with the cameo and everything. Another 57 and 68. This one is not cameo, unlike the other one. It's close to cameo, but I think the bust just kind of falls a little short. And if you flip it over, the other place is usually on the eagle, but the eagle on this one is nice and fully cameo. So, but I guess $50 is a little lacking. So is the bell. Yeah, you kind of see that there. You don't want to see a reflection on that for a cameo. So that first one won't sticker. This one, I don't think this will sticker either. I have a 68 Franklin that has a green bean. It's a superlative coin, so that's just not nice enough in my opinion. Another 68. This one I think has a shot at a sticker. It's really nice, even without cameo or anything like that. It does have a few small marks, but it's a 68, not a 69 or a 70, so that's acceptable. It's just nice for what it is for 68. It's, all there in my opinion. So I would give this one a green sticker. Next up's 59 and 68. This one doesn't have that extra oomph that the 58 does. So this one's one that I would actually not sticker. It just doesn't have, that's something that kind of like makes it look better than, just a regular plain 68. This is like a C coin, so it's still nice, relative to others, but just not, strong. 67 Ultra Cam. The obverse is all there for Ultra Cam. It's a 67 because it's got a little more chatter than you'd see in the others. Again, these slabs are just beat to crap, so it's real tough to tell. But when you loop it, in hand, it's much easier to see. This one, I just don't think the reverse cam is strong enough to carry the designation. It's a mediocre for an ultra cam because it's just like, it's nice, but it doesn't have that heavy white frost that I like to see on ultra cams. So I do not think this one will sticker. Another 67 cameo. This one's a 61. Obverse looks decent for cameo. Reverse looks decent for cameo. Hair marks, chatter, virtually none to speak of. I think this is accurately graded. And I think this one is actually an outside shot at a gold sticker. Well, when I say outside shot, I'm talking like a 1% chance. But it's got a shot. It's a nice coin for what it is. So, who knows? We'll find out in a couple weeks. And then we have a 63 and 68 cameo. This coin is, it's kind of weak for a cam, especially at 68. I would be more accepting of this as a cameo at like 67 or whatnot. Just you can kind of see it fades around states, and then when you tilt into the light, it gets a little better when you catch it just right. But the Cameo, though, you shouldn't have to catch it just right. It should just look nice, no matter what. So this one, I do not think will stick at 68 cam. That's a lofty grain. It's going to be a tough queen to get Cameo on. That's all I got for you today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them below. I'll get back to you when I can. The next video for this will probably be pushed out tomorrow. That'll be the dollars. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.